All right. I'm back. Happy Thursday. This is Timeless Obsession, and I'm Dean Barlage. Earlier, the stream got cut out. I don't know why, but here I am again. Let's try this one more time. For the people that are new, for people that are asking, what is this Timeless Obsession? I'm going to remind you one more time what Timeless Obsession really is. Not a brand, it's not a show, it's a mindset. It's about life, all of it. The wins, the losses, uncomfortable truths, the small moments that make it worth it. Sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's raw, sometimes it's maybe even a little controversial. Sometimes it's lighthearted, but it's always real. Because growth is not one tone, it's layers, multiple layers. Laughter, lessons, chaos, clarity, maybe discipline, maybe doubt. And that's okay because that's life. And that's what makes it timeless. That's what makes it human. And all of that is my obsession. And that's why I created Timeless Obsession. So, to get straight to the point, to make up a little bit of time lost from earlier, there's 2 months left in the year. Let that sink in for a second. Time flies so fast. It is absolutely ridiculous. But you got 60 days to finish strong. Or you keep waiting until January like it's a reset button that's going to save you. In the face. Yes. And that's the thing, because most people already gave up. They mentally packed and they're saying, like, all right, that's it. The year is kind of over. The next year, that's going to be it for me. It's not 2023. It's not 2024. Oh, 2025 was the preparation and 2026 is my year. No. Why not this year? Start now. Be ahead of the game. Be ahead of the curve. You still have so much time to move the needle. 2 months. 2 months is more than enough time to change your mindset, your body, your business, your relationships, your whole trajectory. But that only happens if you actually start. Time doesn't wait for you and your emotions to catch up. That is silly. That is ridiculous. Stop waiting for that perfect moment. That's what everyone does. No, I need to make sure that everything goes right. Perfection doesn't exist. Perfection does not exist. It's a waste of time. That is the beauty of life. And that is the beauty of us humans, is that nobody is perfect. The imperfection is what is perfect. That is the whole beauty, that everyone is unique in their own way, in their thoughts, in their mind and body. Start now. Imperfect, bold. Because what you do in the next 60 days is exactly what sets the tone for the next 6 months. So here's some hard truth. You can be a victim and a visionary at the same time. You cannot complain about what you don't have while refusing to fix what's in your control. You can't say you want more, but you keep pointing at everyone else as the reason why you don't. Yeah. Yeah. Life is not fair. Sure. We've all been there. We've all been in certain situations. People lie, opportunities slip. But there's a beautiful phenomenon. When you stop blaming and you start owning, boom, something clicks. Something absolutely clicks. And I have this saying, I hope it doesn't get me canceled or somehow taken down on YouTube again. Everyone is responsible for their own beep, because it's not about guilt. It's power. It's your own power. When you say I'm responsible for my results, you take back control. I remember times when I fell flat, when things were not in my control, and projects, situations, life, it didn't go my way. It didn't go how I had envisioned certain things. One part, people disappeared. On the other hand, there's pain, hurt. And yeah, I could do one thing, and that's blame the world and everything else around me. But then I ask myself, what can I do better? How can I be a better person, a better husband, a better friend, a better, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Because this is the cool part. When you stop waiting for luck, start being accountable. Because the second, and this is a lot of people do this. A lot of people do this. I catch myself doing this as well. This is human nature. But the second you stop saying, why me? Why me? And start saying, watch me. You become dangerous. You become unstoppable. And suddenly, luck is on your side. Because we create our own luck. And the biggest problem today, one of the biggest distractions today, is comfort. We all have it way too good. You wake up, scroll for 5-10 minutes, boom, suddenly an hour is gone. And the same thing happens in the evening. I know it. I have done it too, or I do it as well. I get it. I get it. You tell yourself, oh, I have to do research. I have to prepare. No. Lies. You're avoiding real work. I had this conversation literally this morning. Not to blame people, but just to create a little bit more awareness. And yes, I'm not denying it. Comfort feels very nice until it's costing you your progress. You can't build mental toughness from a soft and weak environment. And this is a tough one. And I called someone out this morning about it, and I had to be a little careful. But I felt it was the right choice and it was the right thing to do. There's something that most people don't want to hear. When someone says, I don't have time, because that's not true. They lie when they say, I don't have time. What they're basically saying is, or what they mean is, it is not valuable enough for me. And that can go both ways. So let's not get this twisted. It can go both ways. Sometimes it's honest. You're prioritizing what truly matters, right? But sometimes it's an excuse. I don't have time. It's a polite how should I say this? It's a polite way of saying, I'd rather stay in my comfort zone. I'd rather stay comfortable. And people say it all the time. You know this. I know this. And that is why I called this episode, The Problem Is You. No time to train. No time to start a business. But you binge Netflix for 3 hours without blinking. That is the harsh truth. I love talking to people. Love talking to people. And what I love even more is calling some folks out on their own bullshit, not to insult them, but to make them a little bit uncomfortable, to help them. Because I believe in people's passion, purpose, progress. I believe that a lot of folks are capable of doing and achieving a whole lot more, because I see the true potential in between all these layers. You always have time. You always have time. It's up to you how you choose to spend it. And yes, those choices, they tell the truth about your priorities. Look, when you don't feel like training, that's when I train harder. Last week, I literally had one of those situations. I did not feel like going on Friday, late afternoon, evening, the end of the week. Oh, I could stay home. I could have a little non-alcoholic beer and some kind of like to-go food. I went to the gym and I felt freaking amazing. Because if you only move when it's easy, you'll stay exactly where you are. Every champion, every success story, absolutely everyone with some wins. It doesn't matter if these people are famous or not, but they all had the same lazy thoughts that you do. They just didn't listen to those lazy thoughts. That's the truth. And that's where I say it is one of the most important things to get uncomfortable. I wrote something down, a line. I saw this. I don't know if I saw it on social media or a billboard or something like that, but I wrote it down. I had it in my notes. And it spoke to me. Energy is your real currency. And most people go broke by spending it on the wrong things, wasting energy, wasting time, we usually call it. Do you ever notice how a single negative person can drain you faster of your energy than a 10-hour workday? It's the people that are leeches that drain your energy. It's not a coincidence. That is an energy leak. Let's apply this a little bit more like in an everyday situation. Every argument, every fake friendship, it costs you your energy you could have used to build your new life, your business, your relation, or anything. Yes, I've been there. Absolutely. And I still do it to this day. These are conscious choices that I make. Saying yes to every call, saying yes to every favor, every quick thing, and you end up running on empty. And then you're wondering why you're stuck. This is a quote that I've posted a little while ago, and it is so on point. If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. It's a simple rule. And I believe that a lot of people should live by this rule a whole lot more. You cut out all those energy leaks because when your energy is proper, it's clean, you can move better. Your ideas are going to come to fruition. You start attracting better people. Suddenly, you're going to be in situations, in rooms that you wished for, but you got to do and take those harder steps, those challenging steps first. Suddenly, there's better opportunities. Amazing. It's not because your life around you suddenly changed. It's because you did. You are responsible for your own. And I spoke about the power of positivity last week. I think it was a great little talk. I had some positive feedback from it, and I'm very grateful for that. So, thumbs up to everyone. People think that positivity means ignoring reality. It means, oh, good vibes only, and whatever bad in the world or anything like that is just, we're unaffected by it. Wrong. It's exactly the opposite. It's absolutely the opposite. What positivity means is seeing and acknowledging reality, but choosing how you respond to it. It's easy to be positive when all things go well. Absolutely fantastic. We can all smile. But when things don't go our way, but saying, we'll make it out all right. It's going to be all good. It's like Matt McConaughey. Love him. It's going to be all right, all right, all right. That's positivity. Remember a phrase or a time, a phase. I actually talked about this earlier. I made a life's story. I'm going to repeat this phrase a little later, but I remember a phase where I was oozing positivity. One story after the other. I was making Instagram posts and all kinds of stuff. And it was just positive quotes, positive sayings. And I honestly, I couldn't stop laughing. It wasn't fake. It wasn't fake. I was just on cloud nine. And I was living by it because at a certain point, when you attract or you put out positivity, you attract more positivity around you, just like I said earlier. So at a certain point, people also rolled their eyes or they had some silly comments today. They're like, oh God, really? Oh, are you for real? Blah, 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 blah. Bro, no one's that happy all the time. Yeah? Maybe not. But I was training for peace because positivity is a mindset. Positivity is a muscle. You can train it. It's not about pretending. Again, it's about power. It's saying, yep, things went wrong. Now what? That's exactly that mindset. And I get it. Sometimes it takes a little time, but it is also addicting. It can also become an obsession, this positivity. Anyone can stay positive when life is perfect. Yeah, I get that. But when it's messy, when it hurts, when life is not going so well, when all these obstacles are coming all at once, because I understand when it rains, it pours in positive ways and in negative ways. But that is exactly where it counts. It's responsibility, taking action, claiming your own power. Negativity will not fix anything. Positivity will keep you moving long enough to find a solution to your issue, to your problem, to your obstacle. But how do you overcome this obstacle? Not if you stay the same, not if you keep doing the same things that you've been doing. Everyone wants this growth. Yeah, growth is a great, great word to apply because everyone wants more, better, this and that. And everyone wants this growth, but no one wants the process. They don't want to do the hard work. They want, how should I say this? They want transformation, not transition. You know why? Change means discomfort. Change means getting uncomfortable. It goes back to the beginning, what I just spoke about. Change is not for everyone. Change is uncomfortable. Change is difficult. Change is probably one of the most difficult, intimidating things for a lot of people. It doesn't matter what change. If you move, you step away from a situation that's been leaking your energy, it means breaking habits, facing truths, cutting ties. That is very, very, very difficult. I agree, but it's important. And if it's important to you, you're still going to do it. If it's important for yourself, for your future, you're still going to do it. It means letting go of your old version of where you feel safe all the time. Because that is exactly what it is. It's us being in our little safe space. Yeah, it's freaking uncomfortable to, let's say, travel somewhere new by yourself. A friend of mine says, like, I'm scared, dude. I've never traveled so much. He's now on the other side of the world. I gave him props. I was like, yeah, you did it. You faced your challenges. Now, to someone else, this is a joke. This is nothing. But everyone has their own journey. Everyone is going through something. So never belittle someone's difficulty to face change because you don't know what this person might go through. And we're very quick as people to judge. But then again, you're sitting there binging Netflix for 3 hours with your loud mouth commenting on someone else's issues in your comfort zone. That old version of you can't take you where you want to go. I've lost a lot of people over the years. I talked to a friend about it as well just yesterday. I've lost people because I refuse to stay small. And probably you have experienced that too in some moments, in some situations when you just felt like, okay, it's time to level up. That's the price you pay. That is the price you pay for leveling up. It goes hand in hand with this other quote. Pain is the price you pay for progress. And that hits deep with a lot of people. But again, when it's important enough, you will do it, even when the odds are not in your favor, because conviction beats discomfort every single time. Because in your comfort zone, there's a lot of people pleasing as well. That is what a lot of people, what keeps them down. It's the quietest, it's the smallest form of self-sabotage. You might seem nice to the outside, but a people pleaser, no, you're just afraid of change. You give, yeah, you keep giving. Why? For the hope that people will finally see your worth. That is the truth. And they do. They will give you some sort of worth. But you know where it stops? When you stop giving. Then at a certain point, you're selfish. You've changed. You've become different. You're difficult. No, I didn't change. I didn't. I modified. I just stopped running on empty. I set boundaries. Because the truth, as I said this earlier, I was on a drive and I wanted to repeat this in the session today. Some people don't even want you to be happy. They pretend. They want you to be useful. They like you tired. They like you available, and they like you predictable. The moment you get clarity, when you get clear, they get uncomfortable because they realize, oh shit. But one strong truth: peace feels better than approval. So stop being that people pleaser. That is one thing that everyone must stop. And it's one of the hardest things. That is the change that people actively need to make. That is where you have to get uncomfortable. When people say, you've changed, I hear it so many times from people that are close to me too. The reaction, the only thing you can do is smile and say, yeah, I stopped ignoring myself. You don't owe peace to people who profit from you. That's not a friend. That's not family. That's people you do not need in your life. You don't need that validation from these people. Absolutely not. The clock doesn't stop. Time keeps moving with you or without you, with these people or without these people. That is one thing that we have no influence over. So I said there's only 2 months left in this year, 60 days to turn everything around. Why would you wait for next week or next year or that perfect moment? The time is now. You wanted something? Do it now. Research it. Start. Just get going. Just do it. You got 2 months, 2 more months this year to prove to yourself how much you can change when you decide, not to anyone else. Screw everyone else around you. Prove it only to yourself. Stay positive. Stay focused. Don't waste time proving other people wrong. Who cares? They don't care about you anyways. It's just you. No one's coming to save you. Prove yourself right. Because that moment when you take ownership, you feed what lifts you and you starve what drags you down. Once that moment arrives, you stop waiting for life to happen. Start living it. That perfect moment will never come. You just got to do it. Again, the beauty of everything and everyone is that nothing is perfect. So yeah, that year is almost done. 2 months is not much. But you're not done. You got time, you got fire, you got energy. Use it. Just use it. What are you waiting for? What are you embarrassed? What are you, too weak? Work on it. Because it's not the end of the year. It's not the end of the year. Oh, what do you mean, Dean? It's not the end of the year. It's not the end of the year. It's a beginning of your next chapter. And I know you have probably many chapters to still go through. That's the beauty about it all. You do not owe peace to people who profit from your chaos. I hope people wake up. I hope people will realize that there's always a little bit more to give, a little bit extra energy, a little extra oomph. You owe it to yourself. Again, last but not least, you are responsible for your own life. This is Timeless Obsession, and I'm Dean Barlage. Thanks for watching.